Sure, what is up guys? I'm your host Martin Taveniak.
And I'm Ray Guardelon.
Yeah, and we're from Entrepreneur Beach Club Philippines. We're now here in YBiz Incubator, and right here with us, our guest for today is Sir Andrew Ford.
Sir Andrew Ford.
Yeah. Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, good man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no problems.
So,
As, Sir Andrew, maybe you could just tell us something about yourself.
Yeah, sure. So I'm from Melbourne, Australia. So all the way over here in Philippines to see some staff and to look at expanding my business over here by helping entrepreneurs to start and scale businesses. So I run a business called Social Star, and we specialise in personal branding. So that means promoting the individual within their business. So specifically around building their brand, because you know what it's like when you start a business. It's pretty much all about you.
yeah.
You know, you're doing everything. You know, you're talking to the investors, you're talking to the clients, you're cleaning the office, you're doing everything, right?
Yeah.
And so it's important that people know about you, and you can use your brand to go out to market. So that's what we do. We build those brands.
So how long have you been doing this?
A long time. So I've been doing it full time for 5 years, and I did it as a side hustle when I was working corporate for 2 years before that.
So how did you come up with that idea?
Yeah, it was interesting. It's like most good products, it comes out of need. So people kept asking me for my advice. When kind of the digital social media revolution hit, I was sort of on the forefront. I was in a business, you know, Yellow Pages. You know those books that that hold up your TVs or you know that are now this big. They used to be this big. I was in charge of making the digital products that they made to replace the print old products. So we did a whole bunch of work creating SEM, website building software. We had digital maps. We created the first mapping application on the iPhone in the world. We did lots of cool stuff. We ran a digital agency, and I was the marketing manager for that. And because of that, when social media hit, we used that to market our products because it was digital, right?
Yeah.
And so my first campaign was in MySpace.
Okay.
Before Facebook,
Yeah.
right? This is early days.
Yeah.
And because I did that for so long in the digital, people kept asking me for my advice, like, "Oh, the digital guy, can you help me?" And a guy came to me in a party. We were running a lot of parties back then, and so a guy came up to me who was a celebrity in Australia, and he said, "When you Google my name, all of this bad stuff comes up." He was a young guy.
Yeah.
His father was a politician and had to quit his job because the son was in trouble with the law, drink driving, photos of him in the gutter, and he's like, "How do I get rid of it?" And I said, "Well, you can manage your brand. There's a whole bunch of things we can do." And I started working with him, and we revamped his brand, and now he's an entrepreneur.
Was it your first client?
Yeah. Well, he's not a client because he didn't pay me. He's a friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm like, "Oh, there's something in this." And then people heard about it, and they kept coming to me advice, and more people, and then I'm like, "Man, I got to start charging for this." So I started charging. So my first paying client, Telstra is our biggest telecommunications company, and one of my friends got the job as the social media manager for all of Telstra, but she wasn't very good at social media, so she hired me to build her brand and train her in social media so she could do her job. So that was my first paying client, and then we've done hundreds and hundreds of clients since then. Entrepreneurs, business leaders, celebrities, worked with everybody. So yeah.
So how's the business now going?
Oh, it's great. So what we do now is, 5 years, we've got a team of people. We've got a team in the Philippines, we've got a team in Australia, and we do a few different things, but it's very niche. We only build brands for people, and we do it well. So we do coaching, where me and my coaching staff will help an individual, decide, well, what's best to post? Is this blog good, or should I do this podcast, or is this the right photo? They're just not sure, because obviously social media is always changing.
Yeah.
Video is a new thing. Should they do a video? And how should I do it? Because they're not experts in this, right? So I help them, give them guidance. And then we also build assets. So people need websites, LinkedIn, and Facebook, and we build those things for them, and do videos and content management. So we kind of do the advice, and then we do the production. They're the two main things. Yeah.
So who helped you build your brand?
My brand?
Yeah, before you
Yeah, interesting. One of my biggest influences before I built my brand was actually a guy named Dr. John DeMartini. And the way he helped me was he helped me understand myself. He's more of a personal development kind of guy. He's a human behavioralist. So he helps people understand how they think and act. Because the truth about building a brand is you can build technology, but what are you saying? What's the message? You know, who's your target audience? You know, how do you know what product to launch? How do you know what market to launch in? Often we think it's based on the market need, but what we go back and go is, well, who are you compatible with? What do you really, really want to do? Because if it's not congruent with who you are, you're not going to have the passion to persist when things get tough. Because entrepreneurship is, you know, most companies fail 9 out of 10 because of lack of sales and lack of product fit to market. But that's not the real reason. The real reason is because they give up. Because it gets hard, right? Your product fails, you can do it again. You know, I mean, Elon Musk, you know, rockets are exploding, he's running out of money. Did he give up? No, because he's passionate. It's very aligned and congruent with his values, his personality, where he wants to go in his life. And that's really what matters more than, you know, what you put on your Facebook page, right? So your mission, if you don't know what your mission is, then your business won't be successful, because it's got to be a mission. It's got to be more important than anything else. Otherwise, often it fails. So what I do is I use a whole bunch of DeMartini and other techniques to really understand the person before we build their brand. And we find if we do that really well, they're super successful, because everyone loves to follow someone with passion, right? You know, someone who's really enthusiastic. I mean, Orly is like, you know, he just radiates. And that's why I want to be a part of his business, right? Because of that passion. You know, if he said, oh, I'm trying to make some money by, you know, helping entrepreneurs, I'd be like, good luck. Because he's really authentic. You know, people want to be around that, and that's what e-traction is. That's what our process is. If we can dig into your passion, then people will want to follow you. And if people want to follow you, money follows, customers follows, everything follows that. So that's the first step, and then but you need to build the technology too, because otherwise no one knows what your passion is. So it's a two-step process.
And actually, I think you also have to do it. Just do your passion, not just
get out there.
Planning,
100%. This is the thing. It's action. You know, and this is the thing is it's the laws of attraction are a big thing. People, you know, think and grow rich, and you know, the secret where people go out and say, you know, if I believe it, it'll happen, and that's true to a point, but only if you take action. Only if you do, and you got to, you know, Gary Vaynerchuk, you got to work hard. You got to hustle. You got to get out there, and that's the truth. You know, these dreams don't fulfill themselves. You have to go and do the work. But you'll do the work if you're passionate about it.
So what's your workflow? How do you usually work?
So I coach one-on-one clients, certain clients. We do group training as well, where we take them away. We're doing an intensive in Cebu in November. And then my team builds the assets. So when they start to build assets, like, you know, we want 2 blogs a month, or we want a podcast, or so forth, that my team builds all of those things. I'm more of an advisory person. To manage all of this, we use HubSpot as one of our primary tools. So HubSpot is a partner of ours, and we use it for marketing from the very start, all the way through to sales flow, task management, and managing the team. It's kind of an end-to-end product. It's not the best at some of them, but instead of having 15 different tools, I found just one tool is super useful, because everyone knows where to go for information. So that's probably my best tech tool.
Actually, I have lots of questions, but I answered it. Maybe do you have tips for entrepreneurs?
Aspiring entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so let me tell you a quick story, and it'll be a tip at the end, right? So when I first started my business, I had investors. I raised money, I pitched money. It was super easy for me because I can pitch, and I'm authentic, and, you know, very passionate about what I wanted, and I raised a bunch of money. But the problem was, I had a passion to help people build their brands, but I was tempted to go over to this side to build a platform to do it and automate it, because I thought I could make lots of money. And what I realized is that, you know, I'm really a people person. Like, I like to help people individually. And by building this tech platform, just took me out of my flow. Like, I didn't want to do it. I didn't enjoy doing it. I was only doing it for money. And it failed. Because I didn't have the passion for this. I had the passion for the business, but not in this way. So then I flipped it over to doing more coaching, where I got to see people more, and training and courses, and the business just went like that. Because that's more suited to me, and I'm the founder, man, you know. Steve Jobs made computers that he wanted to use. You know, Elon Musk has cars that he wants to drive. The founder is the essence of the business, and you can't be swayed by the market. You can't be swayed by your investors, your staff, or anybody else. You've got to do what you want to do. You know, it's like music. You know, AC/DC can't play music, you know, that suits the market. They got one style of, you know, they got 4 chords and that's it. But they're super successful because they've stuck to it. So I found that after that failed and I pivoted more towards what I really wanted to do, success came. So you got to stick to your guns and do what you really believe in and find the market, you know, rather than trying to meet the market. Because the market will move, it'll change, and then you're in the shit, right? And an interesting friend of mine, I just happened to catch up with him a couple of days ago. He's got a business called Sky Memorials. Basically, when someone dies, you can list it on there and invite people and remember the people, right? He's from Australia. He launched it in Australia. Couldn't find a market. Biggest market in the world for this product is Manila. Yeah. So he's here. Who thought? They marketed all over the world, and this market was the one that stuck, right? So but he didn't give up on his business. He really thought it was valuable. He just had to find the right people. So he could have gone to Australia and stayed there and changed the product, but he didn't want to. He's like, no, this is a good thing. You know, I really want to do this, and you just have to find the market that suits you. So stick to your guns, find the market that suits you. Don't change you to suit the market. That's the tip. Yeah, cool. All right.
Yeah. So, what's your ultimate goal for your brand?
My brand?
Yeah.
So I've got pretty ambitious goals.
Yeah.
So I'm a brand coach, right? I consider myself a personal brand coach, and I'm training other people to be brand coaches under my system. I've got an online course, I've written a book, I've got systems and processes, I've been doing it for a long time. And it works, it's reliable and it's regular and we know it works. So I'm training other people to do that. So my goal is to have my course or my product rolled out around the world.
Yeah.
And it's the combination between personal development and technology is the intersection that works. You need both. And so if I can train enough people, then I could have a team in Manila helping, you know, Filipino people, which is why I'm here. I could have a team in America and, you know, France and so forth. The thing I really like though is I like to help the people who need the help the most. So in the Philippines, you know, you might have people who are struggling to get the business because of lack of funds. So in the latest course I'm running, I'm actually giving them scholarships to my course for free. Yeah. Because in Australia I'll do the same. For people who are, you know, under-resourced, I'll get them into my course for free because then they'll become resourceful and then they'll give back, right? So I want my business to be, you know, a leader in social change as well as helping, you know, entrepreneurs to start and scale their business. But there's no reason why this couldn't be global. So I want to make it global. Help more people, right? And if you come from the point of helping more people, it generally works really well. If it's just about money, then you get money and then you stop, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Elon Musk wants to take people to Mars and save the planet.
Yeah.
You know,
True.
that's a pretty big goal.
Yeah.
He's got enough money, you could just stop now. Most entrepreneurs who do well, it's about the achievement of the goal, the mission, not the money. The money's a side effect. The passion, right? That's why it's got to be a passion first. Yeah.
So where can we find you in your
You can Google Andrew Ford. Surf Ford is actually my Twitter handle.
Yeah.
So you can go @Surf Ford is my Twitter. I'm on all the mediums, you know. So my primary one is LinkedIn.
Okay.
Mainly just because we're business people and that's the main business medium. We have a page at Social Star where we share lots of good content, videos, courses and those things. Our website's www.socialstar.com.au, but I have my own website at andrewford.com.au as well. So you can find me in any of those ways.
Thank you so much.
No worries. Thanks for the time.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
guys.
So that is it, guys. Make sure to check out his website and social medias, and don't forget to subscribe on EBCPH TV and check out also our Facebook page and our Instagram. So see you guys on the next video, and thank you.